back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of the LCSW network. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of hope and support where social workers can come for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Well, welcome back to Self-Care Saturday. Welcome back to Season 3, Episode 44 of our Self-Care Saturday series. So we are continuing to review excerpts from my book, Self-Care Tips for Social Workers and Other Licensed Mental Health Professionals, now available on Amazon in Kindle and paperback formats. So in today's show, we are reviewing an excerpt from Chapter 38 on key recovery concept of personal responsibility. So again, several weeks ago, we started covering the chapters in this book on the Wellness Recovery Action Plan, as I've shared in previous videos. Back in 2014, at my civilian agency, which is the Department of Veterans Affairs, I was able to contract on behalf of my agency with the Copeland Center for Wellness and Recovery to bring them out to the VA to get us trained to be certified Wellness Recovery Action Plan facilitator. So I'm actually a certified Wellness Recovery Action Plan facilitator at my agency, and so that's my background for knowing about the Wellness Recovery Action Plan and being able to talk about it and even writing about it in my book. So let's get into the excerpt. So personal responsibility is one of the key recovery concepts, which are one of the 4 parts of the study of mental health recovery that was conducted by Mary Ellen Copeland, PhD, and her peers. My thesis is that as mental health professionals, we need to practice personal responsibility as a self-care tool for prevention and recovery from burnout, compassion fatigue, secondary traumatic stress, and vicarious traumatization. So in this chapter, we will be introducing and talking about the key recovery concept of personal responsibility. Again, this is a continuation of previous chapters and previous videos discussion of utilizing the Wellness Recovery Action Plan that was developed by Mary Ellen Copeland, PhD. So during her study of mental health recovery, she developed the 5 key recovery concepts for getting well and staying well. So last week we talked about the key recovery concept of hope. In today's episode, we will be talking about the key recovery concept of personal responsibility. So here's what Mary Ellen Copeland says about personal responsibility. You are the expert on yourself. You know what you want and need. It is up to you to take personal responsibility for your own wellness and your own life. Sometimes this means taking back control that you have lost in the past. Those of us who take this responsibility achieve the highest levels of wellness, happiness, and life satisfaction. So that's what Mary Ellen Copeland says about personal responsibility. Let me share my own experience with this concept. So I've been utilizing and practicing the Wellness Recovery Action Plan as a facilitator at the VA, and I've been utilizing WRAP and these concepts in my own personal and professional life for the past 6 or 7 years now. I've noticed for myself that in utilizing these concepts, in taking personal responsibility, I've learned to let go of past inclinations, which were to put blame on others or to complain and to whine about this or that. So now I take personal responsibility as much as I can. Obviously, there are things in life that are outside of our control, and that's where we practice the serenity prayer, which is, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I know for myself that utilizing personal responsibility has been a game changer for me in both my personal and professional life. We as social workers, as licensed mental health professionals, we are proponents of this concept with our clients. But again, We have to practice what we preach and utilize personal responsibility in our own lives. I really believe that it's transformative when we are able to practice what we preach. I want to invite you all to evaluate your own level of personal responsibility. Maybe some of us have lapsed in this area of our lives. How can each of us take more personal responsibility to enhance our wellness? Here's some examples of personal responsibility from my own life. I'm responsible for the amount of exercise that I give to myself every day. It's not up to my wife, it's not up to my family, friends, or my supervisor. It's up to me. I'm responsible for the things that I put in my body, the food and the nutritional choices. I'm responsible for how much sleep I give to myself. That's my personal responsibility. These are just simple examples. We all have things in our lives that we can take personal responsibility for. So let's do that. All right, so I'm going to stop here, but I want to thank you all for watching this video, for all the social workers and other licensed mental health professionals. Thank you for the work that you do every day, for your clients, for your agency, and for the profession. Please continue to support each other and yourselves.